What's up, y'all? It's popping this D. Boss reacts to this video by Impressive. This is Monique and DL Hughley are still arguing, but they both got played. And Justine Skye versus Selena Gomez. I don't know what's going on with any of these people. I don't know why Monique and DL Hughley were arguing in the first place. I'm out of the loop, but sure, we're about to get caught up on what's going on, I guess. Let's watch.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. There's a couple of topics I want to get into. First, starting with the singer Justine Skye. Unfortunately, Justine Skye got caught up in a very ridiculous stan war, and she was dragged on social media so much that she had to address it on Twitter. Now, just to give a backstory on what happened, somebody hacked into Justine's account on Snapchat, and this hacker was taking shots at Selena Gomez. They first made this post, making TikToks every day like you haven't got a messy makeup brand to run. Just whack as HEL. Also, they posted a picture of Justine and her BFF Hailey Bieber together, and in the caption it said, "Throwback with wifey, I'll protect her at all costs." Now, when these posts started circulating, Selena Gomez fans started attacking Justine. This one Twitter user said, "Making TikToks every day like you haven't got a flop music career to worry about. Just whack as HEL." Another person said, "Justine, worry about those streams rather than what Selena is doing, sitting on her $1 million empire. You sad little jealous woman." Really? Another Twitter user said, "You spent all that money on a nose job. Now look at you, almost 10 years in the music industry, no hit, career in shambles, sleeping around with producers for a song, and eating off notebook paper. Just whack as HEL." Someone else said, "Lord, how do you even still have the audacity to speak on the Selena Gomez?" And there were some other harsh tweets. A lot of these Selena fans were going in on Justine, and
they were
were
10 years
also
old,
going in on Hailey Bieber. Now, if you don't know, there's still this weird stand war between Selena fans and Hailey Bieber fans, and it's all because both Selena and Hailey had a relationship with Justin Bieber. So there are still some Selena fans to this day who feel like Justin should be with Selena.
Who cares with these children?
To Hailey. Also, some fans believe that Hailey is secretly jealous of Selena, and they believe that she uses her best friend, Justine Skye, to attack Selena. So there's a lot of foolishness that happens in these stan wars, and people are just sitting around waiting to attack somebody for no reason at all. And unfortunately, Justine is the person they're attacking. Now, I do believe Justine was hacked by a bored stan who wanted to stir up some drama, and Justine had to come out and shut the rumors down. She said, "I don't..." up some drama, and Justine had to come out and shut the rumors down. She said, "I don't know why anyone would think that after not posting on Snapchat for years, I would go on Snapchat to say that.
Because they are children.
Obviously, I was hacked. Praying for y'all, though." She also addressed it on Twitter
posted
Spaces.
on there in years either.
And yes, I was fucking hacked. Also, I would never even say some shit like that if I was about to talk about
somebody recently hacked my Snapchat. Is the funny part. I ain't nobody, child. And I had to hurry up and like change my password and email and all that. I'm like, what the fuck? How did they get to my account? But it's nothing on there. Like, you hacking it for what reason? There's literally nothing there. But I just thought that was odd.
That's not even how I talk. Okay, so, and that's also so fucking weird to even say some shit like that. So,
I got some news
again, I do not have a problem with Selena Gomez. I don't even know her. Literally, the only time that I ever say her name is when her fans start attacking me for whatever reason.
Which is weird because it all just like conjured up for no reason.
For no reason. I'm like to the fact that my family members are calling me, dude. Like, guys, chill out. Like, I'm rooting for everyone who's doing amazing things in their life. Why would I ever just randomly decide to go talk shit about another woman like that? I'm way too grown for that shit. And addressing this video that you guys are talking about from way back when, I didn't even say that. I don't know why you guys are like pointing the finger at me. Honestly, I get it now. Like, sometimes I'm literally telling Hailey to just ignore all this shit that happens online, but it's like, it's hard to ignore it when it's like thousands and thousands and thousands of you guys just attacking, saying such hurtful things. Like,
I'm listening.
Thank God that I have
stuff that is
life.
on here,
like,
and I don't
thank
know why
God that I have supportive friends, because it's people like you guys online that are just sitting there attacking people, saying hurtful, cruel things like that all day. Imagine someone was saying that to you. And honestly, I would never want people supporting me to be talking to people like that online at all. And I'm not the one to be playing with, okay? And relax, y'all. I'm not talking about your girl. I literally am never talking about her. Like, it's just not something, like, honestly, I think her SNL was great. I thought it was very freaking funny, guys. So whatever situation you guys are trying to, like, create, leave me out of it. All right? Have a blessed day. Goodbye.
So that's what Justine had to say to all the haters and all the people dragging her. People really need to leave Justine alone. And I don't like how people try to talk down on her career. Justine is doing her own thing. She's working with different brands. She's acting, and also she is an independent artist.
I forgot.
So she's funding her own music career. She doesn't rely on any labels or anything. She does everything by herself, and she has some good music out. In fact, she just released a single called What a Lie, and I like the song. She's really doing her thing, and she might not have the biggest fan base or be the most popular artist out there, but she's working hard. She has her own fan base, and she's thriving in her own way. So people just need to leave her alone. Now, moving on, I want to talk about this drama between Monique and DL Hughley. I did address this in my last video, but there have been some more updates. DL Hughley tried to expose Monique and pull her card, but Monique came with the real receipts to back up what she's been saying.
I've been listening this whole time too.
Now,
so
just a brief backstory for those who are unaware of what's going on.
Hear it anyway,
Monique and DL Hughley were set to perform at a comedy show together, but there was a disagreement about who should be the headliner. Now, Monique did claim that she was originally supposed to be the headliner, and this is what she signed in the contract. However, DL Hughley allegedly got upset about it and wanted to switch things up in the contract. So basically, he took Monique's spot as the headliner. Now, for those who may wonder why is being a headliner so important, well, it's important because the headliner is the main attraction. They close out the show. They bring in the most crowds. So it's really an ego thing, and also it's a money thing. The headliner gets paid the most money. So this is why Monique had an issue with DL Hughley taking.
She always got an issue though. Who's the common denominator?
DL posted a printout of this contract that he had back in March 29th. I want you to pay attention to the date here. March 29th is when this contract was printed out. And in the contract, it was said that he was supposed to be the highest paid artist on the show. And he also had control of the lineup, and he was the closing performer. So he made it clear that he was the headliner, and he said in his caption, "Receipts over opinions. I got everything that was stated in my contract, everything. But let's say I didn't. My beef wouldn't be with anyone but the promoter and or my team, and I dang sure wouldn't make it personal. If you have a problem, take it up with management, and by that I mean yours." Now, Monique provided some receipts of her own. Monique signed this contract on March 28th, which was a day before DL Hughley's. DL Hughley's contract was printed up on March 29th. Now, let's look at Monique's contract. In this original contract, it says here, purchaser hereby engages talent, and talent hereby accepts such engagement to perform 130-minute to 45-minute concert show engagements. Talent should be the headliner of the show and the closing talent for the show, of which talent shall not perform later than 1 hour of performance time after the start of the show. So in this contract, it specifically says that Monique was supposed to be the headliner. So Monique was not telling a lie. She also printed out receipts of her conversations via email, and she printed out the original schedule. What are we going to do with this information? What can we do about these contracts? Was the closing act, not DL Hughley. In her caption, she said, "There were some of you who were fooled by the smoke and mirrors of DL posting his deal memo versus his performance agreement. Here is my performance agreement, and here are emails and texts confirming that as per usual,
can you take this up with them? What are we gonna do with this? I'm confused.
If you notice, mine has signatures and DL does not.
We can't make you a headliner or make him one.
Agreement doesn't have the signatures of the participants involved. Apparently DL's, LOL. Now you told me to check with my management, and this is what I came with. So how did I do? Perhaps you should have taken your own advice, because I'm sure your team would have advised you against trying to pass a deal memo off as a contract." Ooh, To those out there who thought a deal memo was the same as a performance agreement, especially some of the comedians, this is how we're constantly taken advantage of by the business. And just so you know, the promoter already told my team before the show that you didn't have a signed agreement. That's why I'm surprised you're using a deal memo. That said, maybe they lied and you actually have a contract. If so, the promoters have put themselves in a terrible position to have more legal action taken against them beyond malicious concealment for breaking the contract at the last second. That said, DL, we the people will be waiting for your signed agreement. So that was Monique coming with the real receipts. Now, I do believe Monique was telling the truth the whole time, but now that I'm looking at it, I think her issue should be more so with the promoters instead of DL Hughley. Obviously, DL was led to believe that he was supposed to be the headliner. Now, I wouldn't put it past him and his team if they did demand a switch up in the contract at the last minute. But the promoter should have honored Monique's contract because she had her contract signed and ready beforehand. So she wasn't lying. She was supposed to be the headliner, but they switched things up and they made DL Hughley the headliner. And this is why Monique was really upset. It's just the disrespect of it all. They're constantly disrespecting her, and that's why she's always fighting and standing up for herself, because she's tired of people trying her all the time. But I do think this whole issue should be taken up with the promoter. Hopefully Monique and DL set aside their differences and reach an understanding. Anyway, tell me what y'all think about this video down below.
I thought this would be at least remotely interesting. It was not. This was terrible. Like, girl, we don't care. Talk to these people behind the scenes. I'm all for standing up for yourself, but do that in person with these people, with the promoter and your team. And if there's any legal matters that you need to resolve, then work on that behind the scenes. Why are you putting this on social media? It's just weird. And it's always something with her and other people. If they talking shit about you online, let them talk shit and let them look crazy. Your silence will speak volume. People will be like, wow, y'all are bullies. Y'all are shady as fuck. She ain't saying nothing. And y'all going in on her. That will just make them look bad. You don't need to do all of this and wait, this is my contract and this is what it says. We can't do nothing about any of this. This goes for him too. What is he doing? DL Hughley. He looks rough, but you know, he is 60, but no. And there are other 60-year-olds who look good, and he is not one of them. So he looks like he's already having a hard time in life. So I'm gonna leave him alone. But they both need to just go away. Like, bro, I will never understand running to social media and arguing with people and putting up your fucking business and, hey, y'all, this is the truth. Oh, I got receipts for this, and that. Like, I just don't get that, and especially people out there grown ass age of 60 and in their 50s. That's wild. That is wild. But sure, this is what people do in our day and age on social media. It's sad to see. Justine Skye looks really cute, and I'm grateful I watched this video because that was a real cute ponytail, and that might be my next hairstyle. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought though. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see you on the next one.